A most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome inside Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Good to be back here at the home of the Philadelphia Junior Flyers and home of tonight's Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League game between Salesianum and the Perkiomen Valley Vikings. The Sals off a win over Springford, looking to keep this positive momentum going to the new year. And it'll be up to this man to do it for them. Ryan Dominic between the pipes for the Sals. 1-2-0 with a .533 goals against average and an .820 save percentage. It's worth noting, though, in those early starts for Ryan this season, nearly 50% of the shots that he's faced were high-danger opportunities for the opposition. So hard to pin those losses squarely on his shoulders. But as we've seen from him over the years, very analytical goalie, knows his angles, plays his angles well. And he'll look to improve to .500 on the season here tonight. Salesianum will go without Michael Salucci this evening. Sean Albert out of the lineup as well. So it falls on Connor Davis to continue to shoulder the load for the 6-4 Sals. 12 goals on the year with 5 assists. Cameron Willis, big playmaker with 10 assists of his own. And the first-year Salesianum player, Henri Gravel, contributing in a big way, 2 goals and 5 assists on the season. Had a multi-point showing on Friday in victory against Springford, as did Blake D'Italia, who from the blue line now has accounted for 4 Salesianum points on the year. We're going to take a quick pause here on the Delaware Hockey Network. It's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just about go time for Salesianum and Perkiomen Valley in this final game of 2025 for Salesianum, and a bit of a peek behind the scenes into the 412 Communications press box as both the Sals and the Vikings make their final preparations before a Monday night puck drop, before somewhat of a sparse crowd here at Iceline, but a healthy throng assembled in the goal line pub overlooking the Perkiomen Valley goal. which tonight will be manned by Carson Moscarello. Moscarello 3-1 on the year with a .343 goals against average, and you can't put too much stock in his record. He's got a sparkling save percentage of .915. Declan Marks taking the opening draw for the Vikings, coached by Dylan Nasoy, a 2018 Perk Valley alumnus who spent his college days playing for the Marauders of Millersville University. Winchell steadied, Salfas couldn't clear. Robert Lynn held the point near side for Perk Valley, and they set up on the offensive. A Lucas Rom hit separates Lynn from the puck momentarily, but he gets it back just inside the line. Thrown off the backboards and taken away by Connor Davis, working together with Winchell, Salfas, Brennan, and Rom in this initial combination of Salesianum skaters. This played back to center, turned in by Riley Shum. Behind the Salesianum goal, steadied now by Salfas, and thrown up the left wing boards to Connor Davis, but he's pinched off at the blue line by Shum. This will come back an icing against Salesianum just 52 seconds into the proceedings. Face-off spotted to the left of Ryan Dominic. Irvin in for the draw for Perkiomen Valley. And he's pressed to the far side where he caroms the puck in behind the net. Blake D'Italia works this to Willis. Touch pass to Ethan Mercante, accelerating up the left dots. And into Perk Valley territory he comes. Mercante double team behind the net, gave it away. Edelstein to Caden Wong, who ran into a 1-on-2 and was separated from the puck by alternate captain Blake D'Italia. This is pushed back to center by Mercante, taken away by Irvin, and thrown in off the near corner boards. Steered by D'Italia behind the net to Mitchell. Back to D'Italia, shoveled up the near dashers, but blocked. Mercante bodied off the puck below the goal. Edelstein couldn't corral it for Perk Valley. We're nearing 2 minutes completion of the first period from Iceland. And here a stretch pass for Mercante. Finds Henri Gravel. Drop back to Willis. Ran out of room trying to line up a shot from the top of the circle. Now Willis gets it back from Gravel. Puck paddled away by Carson Moscarello to the near corner. Held in by Henri Gravel for Salesianum. Cycled now to Melican, working low. Crop skating through traffic. Cycled to Gravel, hassled by Forth on the far corner. Cam Willis back to Gravel, who plays it up to the right point. Puck thrown in by Sean Melican, stick checked offline by Kazokas. Back to Willis this came, holding the point is Oliver Sheff. He gets the puck in deep again for Salesianum, failed clear from Perk Valley Xander Kazokas. And once again, the Sal's protecting as Braden Kropp takes aim from distance. Follow-up shot came from Sheff, but it was just wide. Here's Sheff again, cross-ice feed to Melican. To Callahan in the corner, back to Melican. Working the right wing dashers. Melican trying to split defenders, lost control of the puck. Supporting is Aiden Gutowski. He tried to feed to Callahan in the mid-slot, but that centering pass was not to be. Melican bobbles. The Sal's reset in the neutral zone. And they'll get some fresh legs on as Moscarello freezes. And play is halted with 3 minutes and 30 seconds behind us in the first period. Draw coming to the right of Moscarello, controlled by Salesianum, Connor Davis. Double shifting here, flanked by Bach and DeGrand. Driving in, the Bach shot from the low slot was turned aside. So 4 quick saves for Carson Moscarello as we near the end of the 4th minute of the first period. Cross ice feed from Marks to Lynn. Thrown in from distance. Puck played behind the cage by Ryan Dominic after the stick save. We've just passed the 4-minute mark, and here comes Connor Davis. Up the right wing boards, gaining red, 2-on-2 with Bach. No, it's going to be called back offside. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG, or visit injuryde.com. Declan Marks feeds the puck ahead to Robert Lynn up the right wing boards. He's slowed up by a Peter Brennan shoulder check. Puck is knocked loose. Recovered for Salesianum by Winchell. He clears the zone, recovering at center. Vargo slams it back from red in behind the Salesianum goal. Brennan again. To DeGrand, given away. Shot from Irvin. Caught and held by Ryan Dominic. So a broken play from Salesianum. As we watch this again on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Poor pass from Shane DeGrand. Pickpocketed by Irvin. But his shot from the top of the slot. Easy pickings for Ryan Dominic to record his second save of the night. We are 5 minutes in to a scoreless hockey game. Fourth, surrounded by a trio of Salesianum players. Lost the zone. Stepped 5 feet in over the blue line and recovered the puck and drove it back in deep. Good defensive presence from Ethan Mercante to break up the pass from Wong to Irvin. D'Italia recovers at center. Puck thrown in, delayed offside momentarily. Signaled by Johnny Patnod. Johnny and Dan Becker are officials tonight. And if the story wasn't clear enough to begin with, Salesianum, clad in their away navies, traveling right to left in first period play. Perkiomen Valley in white, orange, and black. Moving from our left to our right. Oliver Sheff pulls back inside his own line a good 20 feet before feeding the puck to the accelerating Connor Davis. Davis shot from 35. Ricochets off the back glass. Sheff off his backhand holds the point. Lucas Rahm looking for somewhere to go. He throws the puck through the slot beyond the reach of Geiger. This bounces off Davis's stick. Puck is corralled by Matthew Quinn and cleared back to center. Here's Sheff to Rahm. To Melican up the left wing boards. Melican, Davis, shot, score! Crisp, clean puck movement to Connor Davis, potting his 13th goal of the season. And Salesianum strike first. Let's watch this again on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Rahm to Melican to Davis. Coming at 6:43 in the first period. So confirmed it was indeed Davis's 13th goal of the season. Helpers from Melican and Rahm at 6:43 in the first. And a Ryan Dominic glove save. brings play to a halt with 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first period. So 71 for Perkiomen Valley. Despite his sweater saying Irvin, is one Liam Brophy. So Liam Brophy wearing 71 for Perk Valley, and Lewis Forth handling the puck deep in his own zone. He's slowed up by the reaching stick of Harry Winchell. But Dempsey Lawollis nearly connected with Marks on a headman pass through the neutral zone. To try to set up a Perk Valley counterattack, ultimately to no avail. We're halfway through the first period of a 1-0 game. Cam Willis looking to make it a second, put one on a tee for Davis net front, but he was canceled out by Robert Lynn. This will come back in icing with 8:21 to go in opening period play. Face-off coming to the right of Moscarello. Won by Salesianum. Controlled behind the net by Mercante. Nearly given away. Winchell traps the puck 15 feet inside the blue line. It's chipped free by Braden Vargo. But it will come back in icing once again with 8 minutes and a tick left in the first period of a 1-0 game. Salesianum, thanks to Connor Davis's 13th goal of the year, with the early advantage. The Gravel-Willis line on right now. And the third component of that line, Ethan Mercante, was pressed back to center before he was able to reset. Here comes Liam Brophy, surrounded by Salesianum players as he gains their blue line. Puck taken away by Winchell. Willis will pick it up from his blue line, walk it across the neutral zone, drop pass to Gravel after gaining the zone. Was nearly poked away. Mercante near side, could not maintain. This is Caden Wong, outnumbered back the other direction. Wong steered toward the corner, drop pass, Vargo. This left across to the half wall, thrown in by Edelstein. Puck bounced off the iron. And coming back the other direction is Henri Gravel for Salesianum. Cross ice feed, too hard for Willis to handle. The puck rolls into the near corner, where Willis finds himself surrounded by white sweaters, and Braden Vargo couldn't clear. Vargo emerging from a two-side battle, but he lost the puck. Gravel's got it back for Salesianum. Just past 10 minutes gone in the first period of this 1-0 hockey game. Riley Shum slowed up as he was met at the base of his own bench by Willis. Gravel to Mercante. Coming up into the slot, trying to pick his corner. That shot was wide. Gratuitous cross-check from Vargo in the low slot. Enough to draw the ire of Johnny Patnod, and enough to send Salesianum to their first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. There it was, right in front of the net. Cross-check on Braden Vargo. And a Delaware Sports Medicine penalty starting right now for Salesianum. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. Vargo off for cross-checking there. You see it in the top left corner of your monitor. However you're taking us in tonight on the Delaware Hockey Network, be it in the comfort of your own living room, on a tablet or a smartphone, whatever the case may be, we're happy to have you here. The shot from Peter Brennan was right into the pads of Moscarello. Rebound chance was wide. Brennan again from distance. Off the Moscarello pads, and this is cleared hard by Lewis Forth. 68 seconds to go in this first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. Brennan working deep in his own zone. Pressured by Lynn. Tries to play the puck up the right wing boards. It was shoveled by Callahan just over the line. Rom picks it up and he walks it in to Perk Valley territory. Drop pass to Braden Kropp and a shot skips into the glove of Carson Moscarello, who holds for a break in the action with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. In the first period, Salesianum leading 1-0, and they've got the man advantage for another 43 seconds. Goal Line Pub dressed up for the holiday season. Twinkling lights, tree off to the right. And for those of you who haven't yet made the trek to Iceline, certainly recommend it, if only for the Goal Line Pub. Terrific menu and a shot from Mercante sticked away. Rotating tap list. A lot of good local beer in the Philadelphia region. And the Goal Line Pub showcases it quite well. 10 seconds to go on this man advantage for Salesianum, and Liam Brophy steals the puck from Gravel, and he floats it ahead to Wong as the Vikings move to full strength. Shot off target, steadied by Dominic. Here's Davis. Pinching pass, marks up the right wing boards. Davis on his horse, backhand, score! Connor Davis has 2. And Salesianum have doubled up Perk Valley. Here it comes again. This one end to end. Dominic steadies the puck. A single pass. And Connor Davis takes it all the way from there. So Melican getting the primary assist, and the secondary is going to go to Gravel. Giving Salesianum a 2-goal advantage. So Davis now with 14 on the year as we come to the final 3.5 minutes of the first period of this 2-0 contest, which sees Salesianum controlling pretty much every aspect of it, and they're creating much better chances than they did on Friday against Spring Ford. Kropp came barreling in a 2-on-1 together with Callahan, took the shot for himself, but skied it into the back glass. Chef could not hold the point. Shum drove play across the neutral zone. Recovering was Melican at the Salesianum blue line. Recovering, Shum barrels in. Shot off the back end of the net. Brings play to a halt with 2:50 to go in the first period as Ryan Dominic scrambling to maintain position. Found the net dislodged behind him. Sal's clear their zone. Here midway through the antepenultimate minute of the first period. Ryan Salfas, pressured by Brophy. Gets the puck ahead to Bach, who couldn't control it, but he tips it into the Perk Valley zone. Vargo clears. Brennan recovers. But he throws this in from center, where it rolls into the far corner of the Perk Valley end. Held in by Winchell, long shot into the pads of Moscarello once again, so a baker's dozen shots for Salesianum, and play halted with 2:03 to go in the first period, thanks to a puck out of play, or rather into the glove of Carson Moscarello on what was save number 12 on shot number 14. Words can be hard. Our videographer tonight, Jordan Hirsch, nods silently in agreement. No stranger to the headset himself. An 8-sport commentator, a 5-tool guy, and a treat to get to share the press box with. Final 100 in the first period. Play whistle dead by Danny Becker. Let's see what we've got with 94 seconds to go in the first period. Looks like it's I'd reckon a hand pass against Salesianum. As it turns out, Peter Brennan was ruled off for roughing. So Salesianum's on the PK for the first time tonight. And they give up their first goal of the night. With exactly a minute to go in the first period, Robert Lynn scores his fourth. And the Salesianum lead's cut in half. Initial shot ends up over the crossbar. Shum picked up the rebound and fed the puck to Robert Lynn. Who scores his fourth of the season. So again, that was Lynn's fourth. We've got the other particulars for you as well. On that power play tally, Shum and Marks with the helpers, coming at exactly the 16-minute mark of period number one. With 28 seconds to go, an icing against Perk Valley will give Salesianum an opportunity to extend their lead back to a pair. Davis on for the draw. Salfas plays the body in the near corner. Rom bobbles the puck in the slot. He finds Davis cutting through. Davis pressured by Lynn in the far corner. Around the horn from Sheff to Salfas down low. Final 8 seconds of the period. Rom, Melican winds up from the point. Shot was blocked. It caught Shum's skate, and the first period has reached its conclusion. 17 minutes behind us. Salesianum's got a 2-1 lead over Perkiomen Valley. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network 90 seconds after the first intermission.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Iceline. 2-1 through 17 minutes. Salesianum with the advantage over Perkiomen Valley. Both Salesianum goals from Connor Davis. His 13th and 14th on the year. Robert Lynn responding on the lone Viking power play of the game, cutting the Salesianum lead in half with a minute to go in the first period. James Witherite joining you from Iceline Quad Rinks here in the main arena at this complex just outside Philadelphia for what is our final game of 2025. Jordan Hirsch, our videographer. Tonight's officials. There they are, John Patnott and Dan Becker. And if you're just joining us, Salesianum and Navy traveling left to right. Perk Valley in white and orange and black traveling right to left. A drive from Robert Lynn from the right dot looking for his second. Turned aside by Dominic for save number 9 on 10 total shots. Here's Henri Gravel up the right wing boards. Shot from the top hash mark. Squared up for and saved by Moscarello. 2-on-2 coming the other way. Dempsey Lawollis slowed up by Brennan at the top of the far circle. Peter Brennan tries to dig the puck free and clear, but Walsh holds the point. Net front setup to Robert Lynn. Fans on the one-timer from the DeWollis feed. DeWollis plays it back up the near boards to Shum holding the line. A little bit of chaos just inside as the extra attacker comes on. Long shot turned aside. And Salesianum's going to go back down a man, a minute and 29. Into the second period. Winchell off for roughing. So back to the power play. Go Perkiomen Valley, 1-for-1 with the man advantage. Edelstein winds up from center point. Shot ricochets off the backboards. Detaldi gains the puck and he launches this from end to end. And a tip of the hat to public address announcer Matt Berman for giving us all the particulars as we go on this Monday night at Iceline. And 27 seconds in to the Vikings' second power play. John Patnod calls a hold on Jacob Edelstein. So we're 4-on-4 for the next minute and 33. As we overhear Matt Berman confirming for us. Edelstein indeed ruled off for holding. And Davis steered to the near corner off the feed from Willis. Regains attacking position for Salesianum. Here holding the point and shooting was Mitchell, but the shot was blocked right at the goal mouth by Vargo, directing the puck to the far corner. Willis again, trying to set up Mitchell. He batted the puck airborne, pressured by the other 21, Caden Wong. Davis looking hat trick. He takes his time, he shoots, and he scores. Even strength goal for Connor Davis, completing the hat trick and making this 3-1. Got Moscarello to commit low. Moscarello struggled to get back in position, and Davis went high. To make this a 3-1 game. Sorry for the interruption. Needed to get the official word on everything from Matt Berman. So we can in turn pass it your way, and there it is. Davis now with 15 on the year. Cameron Willis with the helper. And now for just under a half minute, Salesianum back on the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. DESportsmed.com. This is offside against Perk Valley. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecued chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Vargo blocked the pass across the blue line, but Salesianum managed to gain entry anyway. Perk Valley back to full strength as the Edelstein holding minor expired. And an icing against Salesianum will send them back in their own zone with 12:37 to go in the second period. But the Sal's have some comfort in a 3-1 lead. The only downside, it's all come from Connor Davis. Good for him, for certain, to the tune of 15 goals on the year, but one player does not a hockey team make. Puck launched in despite the delayed offside, steadied by Dominic. Winchell finds Salfas. The secondary feed to Bach was broken up. Here's Salfas. He's got a 2-on-1 if he hurries. Salfas tried to go top shelf on Moscarello with DeGrand making the beeline to the net. They couldn't connect as Moscarello comes up with save number 14. 5 minutes behind us in the third period. Here's Brophy. Slowed up by the reaching stick of Brennan after he fields the outlet pass up the left dots. Salfas takes the puck away to Bach to his left. Bach takes a shoulder from Shum after gaining the zone. He caroms the puck in behind the net where Braden Vargo picks it up for the Vikings. Vargo ran into mid-ice traffic right at center. Winchell was the one to offer the most resistance, but now Winchell fails to clear. He rocks Geiger at the blue line, stays with the puck, and drives this in behind the Perk Valley goal line again. Lewis fourth could not clear. Melican's shot from center point was blocked. After the Walsh block, this is taken away by Mercante. Thrown in, puck loose in front. Willis tries to dig it in, but he's unable to do so as the Dan Becker whistle sounds as Moscarello freezes with 11:03 to go in the second period. Salesianum keeping the pressure on and ratcheting it up a bit here with a 3-1 lead that they're trying to expand. Gravel victorious in the near face-off circle, but the puck is taken by Riley Shum and cleared back as far as the Salesianum blue line. 6 minutes gone here in second period play. Shum won the race to the puck over Gravel. Melican with the long throw-in after regaining at center. Mercante feeds the puck back. At the right point, Mitchell shot. Sticked away by Moscarello. This comes back to Mitchell from Gravel from the corner. Another long-distance shot into the paddle of Moscarello, and this one will be cleared by the Vikings. Kazokas couldn't get to the puck. Mitchell won the race to it, and here's Rom of a cross-ice feed. Slowed up by Vargo at the top of the near circle. Loose puck corralled and cleared by Xander Kazokas. Here's Willis back in up the left wall. Regaining for Salesianum. He tried to set up Davis for a fourth goal on the doorstep, but the pass never made it. Robert Lynn recovers to Shum. Quinn tips the puck from well behind his own blue line. The length of the ice, Patnod says no icing. And Blake D'Italia is forced to play it out from behind his own net. Rom to Salfas. Salfas and Davis together outnumbered upon gaining the Perkiomen line. And the pass back from Rom intended for Sheff. Lost the zone. D'Italia trails back into his own end. To steady for Salesianum. And the boys in blue have to regroup the old-fashioned way. Salfas gave it away to Shum across the neutral zone. Launched in from center, Dominic steadies. Dominic 12 for 13 of the save department as we work ever closer to the midpoint of this hockey game. And to everyone joining us tonight on the Delaware Hockey Network, glad to have you with us wherever you may be as we present this game to you in full high definition. Not the selling point it used to be, but then again, neither is color. Amazing how the technology has evolved so rapidly and so robustly. To think a decade ago, we here at the Delaware Hockey Network were but a radio offering. And thanks to your constant support and listenership and viewership, here as we work midway through season 10 of Salesianum Hockey on the DHN, we've gone from a simple audio feed to a full HD broadcast, and Ryan Dominic flashes the leather for save number 13 on 14 total shots faced with 7 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the second period. Of this 3-1 contest, his Salesianum crew maintaining the advantage. Winchell could not poke the puck free. The Edelstein shot off the Wong setup from the inside hash mark was saved by Dominic. And an icing against Salesianum will give Perk Valley another attacking zone draw. Matt Berman can't fight this feeling deep inside of him. Neither can we here as we get a taste of Berman's eclectic playlist on this Monday night. No icing, covered puck under the glove of Moscarello off the long clear. And with 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second period, Salesianum have themselves an attacking zone draw to try to build on this 3-1 lead. Aiden Gutowski couldn't run the gauntlet behind the net. Puck is knocked loose, corralled briefly by Kazokas. Kropp couldn't gather it back in for Salesianum. Back at center, Winchell does, but he's quickly swarmed. Winchell muscles the puck past fourth into the near corner, where it's pursued by Sean Callahan but not maintained. Winchell could not center to Gutowski. Pass broken up by Vargo. Play driven back into neutral ice. Play halted with 6:23 to go. And Harry Winchell's going to go for interference. Second trip to the sin bin for Winchell. Third trip to the power play for Perk Valley. They are 1 for 2 tonight with the man advantage. So Winchell off for interference at 10:37, as we heard from Matt Berman. Shorthanded chance for Salesianum. In the near corner, Mercante gave way to a fourth poke check. Protecting is Melican. Melican shot into the glove of Carson Moscarello, and that's worth another look. Watching this the whole way. Sean Melican lining up a shot from the top of the slot. But Carson Moscarello, you see why he's got that .915 save percentage, despite yet recording a win this season. As he flashes the leather, he's just been solid tonight, 19 saves on 22 shots. And I think it's fair to say that he's been instrumental in, for lack of a better term, stopping the bleeding for Perk Valley a lot in what's been a growing season for them, 1-6-1. Here as they work to the midway point of their ICSHL season. Flashing the leather himself, Ryan Dominic denying Robert Lynn the chance at a second goal tonight. As this too is worthy of another look on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. There the Lynn shot reaching up. Dominic catches the line drive. And he holds on. This chance from Brophy rang off the post. Liam Brophy again tips the puck to the top of the zone. And this is going to be called offside. 4:49 to go in second period play. Face-off just above the Salesianum blue line. They're down a man for 26 seconds yet. Davis won the draw but couldn't connect with Willis. Trying to make a fast break toward the Perk Valley blue line. Here's Brophy the other way. He drops the puck off to LeWillis. Shot steered over the crossbar into the back glass by Dominic. LeWillis walking the line. He comes in to the top of the circle. Shot blocked down in traffic. And this is cleared out of harm's way by Blake D'Italia hanging close to home. And now the Sal's are back to full strength. D'Italia lays a good hit on LeWillis in a battle for position for the puck in the far corner. And out come the Sal's again. Connor Davis in a 1-on-2. Davis stick handles waiting for the reinforcements. He was bothered from his stern by Declan Marks right as he tried to get a shot away. Here's D'Italia holding the zone, taking aim. That one glanced off the glove of Moscarello. Follow-up chance off the stick of Cameron Willis, top of the near circle. Whistles just wide. Here's Davis again, hounded by LeWillis in the far corner. 3:39 to go in the second period of this 3-1 game. And Henri Gravel taking aim from the top of the left circle is denied by Moscarello, who holds for a break in the action. with 3:35 to go here in the second. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, between your team and your audience, from broadcast to social, print to digital, and more. Want to know more? Head to 412communications.com today. 3:15 to go. Sal's 3, Vikings 1. Cross ice pass. Bounces off the boards and into the neutral zone. Mitchell pulls back to his own line. Feeds the puck to Brennan. Played up the left wing boards to Gutowski. And in come the Sal's on the attack again. Krop pinched to the far corner. Puck played back to Brennan at the left point. Another pad save from Moscarello. And this is cleared. No icing, says Patnaud, with 2:37 to go in the second. And Robert Lynn holding the point. Throws the puck away from traffic into the far corner of the Salesianum end. But Mitchell had plenty of time and space to recover. The Gutowski outlet pass intended for Callahan was broken up. No icing. Callahan hassling fourth as the battle for the puck migrates to the far half wall, and now Gutowski swarms fourth, and emerging with the puck is Mercante. 2 and change to go in the second. Salesianum 3, Vikings 1. In this final game of 2025 for both of these teams, and for us here on the Delaware Hockey Network as well. Brandon Bach recovers at center after the Vikings momentarily cleared. Brennan leads the re-entry. DeGrand plastered into the corner boards by fourth, gives the puck away trying to center it, and Edelstein lofts it into the Salesianum zone after receiving a cross-ice feed. Brennan recovers. Bach clears. Unable to carry the weight from there was Mercante. Final minute 15 of the second. Brophy tied up with Bach, who muscles the puck just over his own blue line. DeGrand to Mercante on the zone entry for Salesianum. Mercante is angled by Shum to the far corner and out of the shot lane as we enter the final minute of the second period. 3-on-2 puck battle in the far corner over Moscarello's right shoulder. Briefly went the way of the Vikings before crossing to the right point and holding was Melican. Another centering pass from DeGrand was broken up. Sheff holds at center for Salesianum. Delayed offside against the boys in blue. And as play migrates back through the neutral zone, Liam Brophy gave way to a sweep check along the far boards. Edelstein put the puck on a T-net front, intercepted by Sheff. Cleared now by Melican to Salfas as we come to the final 12 seconds of the second period of a 3-1 game. Melican, Rom in the slot. Tried to steer the puck to a point man who wasn't there. Sheff has to trail back into his own zone, and time has run out on the second period. 34 minutes behind us, Salesianum with a 3-1 lead as Davis gets one more. We'll be back in 90 for the third period here on the Delaware Hockey Network.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Third period about to get underway. As we give you a look back at Connor Davis's third goal, this one off the assist from Cameron Willis. A 4-on-4 goal, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Into the second period, bringing Salesianum back to a 2-goal advantage. You know you're getting close to Christmas when you hear the sounds of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. As the epic rock anthem version of Carol of the Bells pumps through the PA system here at Iceline, as Connor Davis and Declan Marks get ready for the opening face-off of period number 3, and here we go. Won by Marks, recovered by Shum behind his own line. This is played up the left wing boards, botched pass from Vargo to Lynn, taken away by Melican. This bounces out of play with 16 seconds behind us in the third period. Referee Johnny Patnod spotting the ensuing face-off. Inside the line, to the right of Moscarello, Dan Becker, our other on-ice official tonight. And if you're just joining us on the DHN, Salesianum and Navy working right to left. Perk Valley defending left, shooting right in their home whites with orange trim, black numbers pants, and mostly helmets. Cameron Willis, right place, right time. Has a nose for the rebound, and he puts it away for his second of the season. So 4-1 off the stick of Cam Willis. And let's see how it materializes as Davis takes aim from the point. Puck bounces through the slot. And Cameron Willis, usually a playmaker, here was the play finisher. Getting his second goal of the season to go with 11 earlier assists. So Cam, what you talking about, Willis? Gives the Sal's a little bit more breathing room. His second of the year from Gravel and Davis. Extends the Salesianum advantage to 4-1. Puck over the glass, out of play in the Perk Valley zone. Face-off's going to come to the left of Moscarello. Ethan Mercante was in for the draw. Gutowski left the puck to Sheff, thrown in from distance. Moscarello covers for the save. Another left circle face-off from Moscarello's perspective. Controlled briefly by Salesianum as Gutowski came crashing in. But he quickly gave the puck away, outnumbered by white sweaters. The good news for Salesianum, another opportunity to strike with an attacking zone draw. As the Vikings are guilty of an icing. So we go from Trans-Siberian Orchestra to Derek and the Dominoes to Wham in the matter of about, 3 minutes. Where else do you get that kind of variety than with Matt Berman? The only thing we haven't had tonight, Pearl Jam. Winchell found Sheff up the left wing boards. Oliver Sheff looking for the wraparound after Moscarello slid out of position. Puck loose in front. Sheff trying to shovel it toward the cage. Fourth got in between him and the net. Feed to Mercante broken up. Sheff tries to stick handle in. He throws one into Moscarello's pads. Reaching for the rebound. Winchell couldn't get stick on puck. And this comes back nearly to the blue line. Lunging to clear was Walsh. Holding was Mercante. Gutowski slowed up, trying to cut through the slot. Puck skitters loose. And this is cleared out of harm's way by Kazokas. Melican recovers 1-on-4. Drop pass sails beyond the reach of Mercante. It was held in briefly by Mitchell, but given away. Fourth doing well to clog up the slot, and now hold his ground in a puck battle in the near corner of the Perk Valley zone as we work into the 4th minute of the 3rd period. Salesianum up 4-1 over the Vikings of Perkiomen Valley. Robert Lynn, the lone goal scorer for the Vikings. Steered by Kropp to the far corner, but continues to stick handle. He's checked off the puck. It is recovered by Melican. Advanced up the middle to Sean Callahan. Callahan gave way to a Shum poke check, and here's a 2-on-1 the other direction. Lawulla centering pass intended for Robert Lynn was broken up. Trailing the play, Marks with a slapper from 35 feet, but it ricochets into the back glass. Robert Lynn, Lawullis, shot, score. Dempsey Lawullis pots his first of the year off a Robert Lynn setup, and it's now a 4-2 hockey game. Here it comes again. Lawullis made the cut into the low slot. A number of shots there on Dominic as we listen in to Matt Berman for the particulars. And it was Lawullis with his first. Lynn and Marks getting the apples on the Perk Valley's second goal. Salfus checked in the slot. Lost his stick after being rattled right between the circles. Davis left the puck to Gravel, center point, shot was blocked. Edelstein ran out of space. Gravel to Davis, who's had a hand in all 4 Salesianum goals. Long clear, pursued by Willis. Now Davis steps up to apply forechecking pressure on catcher, but this goes over the boards and out of play with 11:04 to go in regulation. Whether you're a weekend warrior like me or a competitive athlete like these guys, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more at desportsmed.com. And you can also learn about Dr. Brad Bly's new membership program to help you achieve peak performance through a variety of offerings, including exercise and nutrition coaching, discounted physiotherapy and shockwave therapy, and more. Again, that's all at desportsmed.com. Proud partners of the Delaware Hockey Network. Danny Becker says this is offside with 10:14 to go. Face-off right in front of the old press box. Here at Rink 1 at Iceline. Four-sheet facility in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Home of the Philadelphia Junior Flyers, home of Team Philadelphia. And this March coming up will be home to the Chipotle USA Hockey National Championships once again. It's been home to a number of major national events. From youth to sled hockey to collegiate hockey to curling. Terrific facility, terrific people. And we can't thank Jim and Bob and their crew enough for their hospitality here tonight. Ryan Dominic stonewalls Robert Lynn. Wow. Nine and change to go. Winchell's shot from the top of the right circle ricochets off the corner glass. Mercante double teamed behind the net, fielding the rebound. Needs some support from Winchell. He doesn't get it as Benjamin Walsh recovers for Perk Valley. Advance to Wong, thrown off the near boards. Robert Lynn holds his ground but lost his puck as he and Sheff collide in pursuit of the vulcanized rubber. Now it's kicked free from the scrum, and Sheff will shovel it ahead to Winchell. 8.5 to go. Winchell slowed up just inside the Perk Valley blue line. This is cleared by Wong. Becker says no icing. Callahan recovers, but he can't clear. Brophy protecting. This taken away by Brennan. Pushed free by Lucas Rom up the inside. Rom, long shot. Moscarello save. Puck is loose. Covered by Carson Moscarello, and he's going to hold for the pause with exactly 8 minutes to go. And we're going to take you back to Ryan Dominic's 10-bell save just moments ago as he denied Robert Lynn on the welcome mat with some Dominic Hasek-esque acrobatics. Dominic up toward the top of the crease. Not holding true to the post. Lynn crossed, looked like he had a lane, but wouldn't you know it. Dominic leapt across to keep it a 2-goal advantage for Salesianum. inside 8 minutes to go in this 4-2 contest. Rom, hassled in the far corner, gave the puck away. Vargo played it to catcher. This cleared by Wong, back to center. Vargo, 15 feet behind the red line, lets it go, and this will come back an icing with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Oops, Vargo did it again, it being icing. Gotta love Matt Berman's sense of humor on the tune selection. You never know what Matt's got up his sleeve. Backhand shot from Salfas off the DeGrand setup was off its mark. Chef holding the point. DeGrand tried to set up Melican. Too much loft on the puck. It clears the crossbar and bounces off the glass. DeGrand recovers after Shum tried to push the puck up the corner boards. Here's Bach to Salfas. DeGrand. Chef holding down the bottom end. Throws one in from 35 feet. Easy pad save from Perk Valley's Carson Moscarello, who's now stopped 31 of 34. Edelstein off a broken play. In a 1-on-3 is steered behind the net where he takes a Salfas shove but holds his ground. Ryan Salfas recovering, 6 minutes to go. Failed breakout was broken up by Gavin Geiger, but countering Melican carried the puck from blue line to blue line and then some before it was taken from him by Ben Walsh. The last couple minutes more helter-skelter than we'd imagine Brian LeBlanc and Bob Thomas would like to admit they'd like to see. Another giveaway in the defensive zone. And Mitchell's bound to hear an earful from Thomas after that. Still, the Sal's work into a 2-on-2 zone entry. The cross-ice feed from Willis, intended for Davis in the low slot, didn't connect. Gravel, the one who set up the attack to begin with, takes aim from 45 feet. Another Moscarello save brings us to the final 5 minutes and change of the contest. Salesianum with a 4-2 advantage. Mitchell was denied by the Moscarello paddle. Driving back through traffic, Kazokas was slowed up at the blue line. Quick counter attack for Salesianum. Gravel just onside as Davis was pinched to the corner and hard by Braden Vargo. Meanwhile, working back up the near boards, Marks connects with Shum to gain the Salesianum zone. Lazy shot from the top of the right circle by Shum, steered wide by Ryan Dominic as we come to the final 4.5 minutes. Here's D'Italia. Hauled by Shum behind the net. Reinforcements just now working their way in. Willis cycles to Davis. Davis gives way to a fourth poke check and is pressed back to center to recover. Vargo clears back to center. Willis blew a tire, but he got the puck back into the Perk Valley zone before heading off for a change. Inside 4 minutes to go. Centering pass and a Winchell shot into the Moscarello pads again. Now 3:40 remaining. Gutowski with the takeaway after Vargo failed to clear. Marks recovers. D'Italia back at center. Momentarily controlled the puck for Salesianum before Marks pressed back in to Sal's territory. Vargo driven back to neutral. Takes a heavy Gutowski hit at center, but gets the puck in deep. 3:10 to go. Again, Brennan clears to center, but gives the puck away. He and Vargo converge. They separate away from the play after a bone-rattling hit right at the blue line. Brennan's going to go for this one. As Danny Becker says, that's interference. So back to the PK. Goes Salesianum after Peter Brennan lays the smackdown on Braden Vargo. .14-16 the time of the penalty. Perk Valley 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. It was Robert Lynn with the power play tally late in the first period that cut Salesianum's lead from 2-0 down to 2-1. Long shot here was bothered. Dominic tries to glove a lazy shot away. He freezes this puck with 2:12 to go in regulation after it's directed in close. Face-off coming to Dominic's right. And Aiden Gutowski bats the puck free from his own zone. He sets up a 2-on-2 the other way. Finishing for the shorthanded goal, Ethan Mercante gives Salesianum one for the thumb. This starts all the way in the Salesianum zone. And we're going to watch this again. Gutowski with that beautiful setup to Mercante. With 2 minutes and a tick left. So we can confirm Mercante's second. From Gutowski. Shorthanded goal at 14:59. In the third period, making this a 5-2 game and an errantly blown icing. And what's a rule change for USA hockey competition? Sees play restart at center ed. So that rule now aligning with the NCAA and NHL rule books. And the shorthanded tally for Mercante, more or less putting a bow on Salesianum's 7th win of the season as we come to the final minute of this contest. Our co-executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producers are Broadway Joe Sindoni and Trey Wright. Our videographer tonight is Mr. Jordan Hirsch. Robert Lynn's shot stick checked up into the back netting. Be sure to follow us on the socials. Facebook X and Instagram at DE Hockey Network. And now we finally get the Pearl Jam on the playlist. Final 40. Lynn trying to dig the puck free from directly beneath us. DeGrand alongside him. Stretch pass up the middle. DeGrand couldn't reel in the puck, sent to him by Melican. Here's Shum. Final 13. Shot glances off the back netting after good pressure from Sheff. Final seconds of this game. And what's likely the final face-off of this game. Before us is Salfas cannot clear. Geiger with 2 blocked shots. This is cleared by Sean Melican. And that, my friends, will do it. Tonight's final score, Salesianum 5, Perkiomen Valley 2. A quick look at the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. A clean sweep for Salesianum. Victorious on the road tonight on the strength of a hat trick from Connor Davis. Good for first star honors, 26 saves for Ryan Dominic, earning him the 2nd star tonight. And Cameron Willis with a goal and an assist. Rounding out the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. That will do it for us here on the Delaware Hockey Network from Iceline Quad Rinks. Once again, the final score, Salesianum 5, Perkiomen Valley 2. For Jordan Hirsch, for the rest of the crew, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. Have a happy and safe holiday season, and we'll see you all in 2026. Good night from Iceline.